Hey guys, welcome back. Today we will be covering one important and one unique scenario in which we want to have a file REST API in RAML. So some of the times what happen people are having a concern like my flow is more file dependent and is it required for me to generate API specification? And if yes, how to do that? Because it's a multi-part file, right? So how we can create a simple API specification for that particular flow? So it is quite following the same pattern, and in this particular video I will be trying to cover that particular piece of RAML. So just to give some background, HTTP multi-part request, it is a HTTP request that HTTP client can use to send files and data over HTTP server. It is commonly used across the different browsers like Chrome or IE, Safari, and HTTP clients can use it to upload the file to a particular server. Now this server could be SFTP, even on your local NAS drives, depending upon the situation, right? So RAML provides a type file. Okay, I will be discussing more about this in this particular RAML specification, but just to give you a brief, RAML provides a type which is known as this file and which can be used in combination with the file types. So here we can give image, JPG, or different format. Even star/star will also work as a wildcard for any other format as well. Okay, now and this particular file type can be used to upload any file on a particular server or any other drive location as well. So how to do that? Let's have a look around this post method. Okay, so it is an example of the post request which allows the upload of multi-part and form data. That is the type of this body which it is expecting, right? And a successful 200 request will give a JSON payload which is giving the status, the ID. It can be any unique identifier, not necessary to be the exact name. It could be any other identifier as well, correlation ID sort of thing. And apart from that, a file name. This file name is basically the same file which you want to upload or play around during your flow. So this is about it. Okay, so let's see how it responds. So let's first go through this particular piece of RAML, and then we will go through the mocking, and we'll switch over to the Anypoint Studio as well. So it starts with the basics of RAML, and if you want to understand more about like how we can code in RAML 1.0, I would really recommend to go to some of my previous video in which I have discussed about the different tags and how to write a basic RAML specification. So it starts with the title, version, base URI. You can change it according to your needs, and this is a basic description which specifies. It is a specification for file-based operations, and then it starts with the resource as file, and there is a single operation as post. It is expecting a body which is in multi-part form data, and within the properties I am expecting a element as file name, that is this field name as file name, and the type of this file name is file. It gives basically the option of file text. I will show you within the Postman as well. And the file types which I am putting over here in this particular scenario is image/jpeg, and the maximum length which I am allowing as of now is 10 MB. Again, you can manipulate this value as well. Now in the response part 200, as I mentioned, I am taking a response as a JSON body and having three fields: status, file ID, and file name. So this is pretty much about the API which I have written for file API, and I'm going to mock, or I'm going to test it in Design Center first of all. So what I will do, let me try to refresh it once again. it will take a couple of seconds to load. Okay, so just click on the second and make sure mocking service is being enabled. Okay, and I have made it public, so this is the public link, and you can set an expiration date for the public link as well, like when it should be expired. So as of now I'm putting as a default, and I am selecting this as well. Going back to the documentation and going to this post method, clicking this try it and select server. It will give two different options, either mocking or your local base URI. Selecting the mocking service here, and here it is asking me to put the field name, that is the file name basically. So I will choose the file and will select one of the file which I have used earlier, and will hit the send button. So it is giving me the same response which I have configured over here. So it's all good, and we can publish it, and we can take it down on our Anypoint Studio. And again, how to do it, I will again suggest to go to some of my previous video in which I have talked about Anypoint Studio 7.7 and how we can scaffold the RAML specification in Mule projects. So this is the project which I have created, and I know this is not a good practice to put the name as test, but old habits die hard, right? So nevertheless, I have imported my API specification RAML with some additional operations, but we will concentrate more around the post method. So after scaffolding, it will generate API kit router based flow, one API console, and after that the operations which we have discussed, that is one of the operation is post. By default it will create this transform message only. Okay, and within the transform message, if you try to see, it will be having the file name, and the file name it will be picked up from payload parts, file name, then headers, content disposition, and the file name. Okay, I will try to explain this particular part as well when we run this particular use case. But what exactly it is trying to do, it is going to first log the message. Let me put something, started the file upload. Okay, and after that there is a transform message. This is hard coded two values, and after that this is the value which will be giving us the file name, which will be written onto a particular location inside this input folder. File base is being setting the local file location of my system, like somewhere around users, then username, then a particular location. After that, this is the src main resources input, and there is a file info file name which I have configured over here in this file info, and this is being passed, and the content is being passed from payload parts file name. This is a multi-part payload, so that's why payload dot parts and all the things will come up. Okay, so this was it, and I'm just trying to look at one more thing. This was about the file name, file info, and these are the particular fields which are getting updated. And finally there is a transform message in which I am going to print the file info all together. Okay, so and this will be printed back on the overall response on postman window as well. So this was pretty much about the post method. Similarly, you can make some logic and put around something for delete. So what I'm doing in delete, it is going to list a particular directory, that is this directory, and it will set a particular variable with the file name. Whatever the file is being present inside this directory, it will pick it up, and in the transform some random values I have set for the status and file ID, like file deleted successfully something, and then actual file deletion will take place, and there is a logger behind it. Pretty much straightforward and simple. So let's try to run it. It will take a couple of seconds to load, and we will try to see like how we can achieve all the things. Now this is being deployed, and if I click on this open console, you will see these particular options for post and file and get delete. But instead we can go both the way, like either from here or from the Postman. Let's go from the Postman side of it. It will be better to understand there. Okay, so what you need to do, you have to create you have to select this form data under the body, and select put this key as file name, and under here you can put file or text. These are basically the types. If you remember, within our RAML, we have specified the type as file, right? So here it could be a file or text. So we have selected file, and within the select file I will be putting this contact.csv. okay, now this is being configured, and let me check if yeah, this is also up and running. I will go back to my file API and will hit the send button. So I got the success response, although it is being pre-configured, and this is contact CSV which we have passed over here, and started the file upload that is printing from here. I should have put one more logger, but that's okay because it will solve the purpose. Let's refresh. So you can see this contact CSV. So this write file, instead of write file, you can have any SFTP file or anything else as well, depending on your use case. And similarly, you can play around with delete as well. So let me show you for the delete how it goes. So for delete, I have taken this file ID. Instead of file ID, you can put the file name as well, depending on your logic again. But I have put this particular random value. So let's see. I got some response back, and ideally this contact CSV should have been removed, and yes, it is okay. So the ultimate aim of this particular video was to showcase like how we can use RAML specification for file based flows, and you can manipulate depending upon the form data and the key values which you are setting, but make sure the file name, that is the key, it should be present in the body part of your request. That is here the name should be exactly same which you have configured in your RAML specification as well. Let me show you this one, the file name. So this was a very short video around this file API based specification. I hope you like this particular video, and it will also help you to clarify this particular dilemma, whether should we write a API specification for a file based flow or not. So short answer to this particular sort of questions is yes, always design first and then code later, because it will be giving a more greater opportunity for all the developers to get a frequent feedback from all the stakeholders if we have a API spec created well in advance as compared to starting the code first. So again, thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.